there's a will, something that belongs to me, that my father left for me, but I'm unable to reach to access it because of some situations that is even beyond my control. The family wanted her to give birth to a male child, but so that didn't happen. Luckily for my mom, she was the one that was able to birth to give birth to a male son for him, manipulating the man, everything she asks. I want to thank this platform for giving me this opportunity to be able to share my story to the world. I want to thank you so much, Nayin TV, for everything you have done so far. I think this is my first time on it. But the thing is, a lot has actually been going on in my life right now. It's been a lot. It's actually a very long story, but I'll try and make it brief. So there's a will, something that belongs to me, that my father left for me, but I'm unable to reach to access it because of some situations that is even beyond my control. It's a long story, but let me just begin. This is how the whole thing started. So first of all, my mom, she met my dad, and one thing led to another, and I was born. But before this happened, unknowing to my mom, that my father already had another wife with children, not even kid. I won't even say kid because it's actually more than one, with children in another state. I don't know how I did it. I don't know how corny or how manipulative or whatever I did that my mom was not able to figure this out on time. But it has happened. So after the whole thing, after I was born, after some time, this man bailed on us. He left us to struggle on our own, to suffer. My mom was the one. She was doing practically everything by herself. Sometimes she has to like go hungry for us to eat. Sometimes she has to do some jobs that she's not even supposed to do normally, just for her to meet up. Me and my siblings, we are there. My siblings are still even young. They are not done with school yet, so they can't even assist her. The only way they assist is just to support her. Maybe when she's doing one or two things, they actually support her to some point. To a particular point, she has to start selling beans ball, like the local thing you guys call akara, or to be able to meet up. So this is how the story is. So then we heard that, first of all, before this, we were told that the wife my dad already had, that she gave birth to like daughter, like she gave birth to children, but there's no male. So the problem now is the family wanted her to give birth to a male child, but I don't know, God knows the way he does things. So that didn't happen. Luckily for my mom, she was the one that was able to give birth to a male son for him. So that's where the problem started from. And because of that, the wife had to put all restriction to make sure that I don't even exist. She has to do everything possible to make sure that the man, I mean my dad, doesn't even see me, doesn't even come to her aid at all. So it was just there manipulating the man. Everything she asks, he does. The other children, I don't know, probably she might have cooked up some stories, and you know how this thing, you know the way this thing are. She must have cooked up some story to them, and they don't even care if they have any sibling anyway. So we are just here doing everything by ourselves. Struggle sometimes. At some point, I even had to like drop out from school because I was unable to pay my school fees. My mom tried selling doing some akara and stuff. At least she made an effort to some extent. She was able to like carry me to SS3. I was able to I did my work, I got an admission, but you know how university struggles are. Constant payment for handout, bills and school fees and stuff. So she was unable to cope. At some point I had to drop. Try doing menial job, not even to go back to school again, but to assist my mom because she was passing through a lot. At a particular time, she even had a stroke. She just slumped, and we have to take her to the hospital again. People that are already struggling. Someone already dropped out from school, now going to the hospital to take care of my mom. We can't even like come up with the pay this that those doctors usually request for. So we have to like probably go to sorry we have to go to a family member from my mom's side, and that's how God touching the person was able to like give us some money to pay, and now with the charger. Now recovering, we have to get food, fruits to make sure she recover. So this is how the whole thing comes up. After years and years and years, we try to reach out, send letter, try to reach out. Because the most funny part is that we've not even been to his village. That's the most complicated in the whole thing. We've not been to his village, so we can't even go to his village to go and meet him, explain and tell him everything that our mom has been going through. The only thing we do, we have this his number. So what we do is we sent him letter that there's nothing like reply. Luckily, my mom recovered. She went back into her business, the akara business. It just struggle upon struggle, stress upon stress, from one thing to another, from one thing to another. Even at some point, how it is. You can't live in a landlord's house without paying. At some point, we are even having problems with being able to pay our rent. It's also an issue. All because of this, and this has actually created a lot of hatred in my heart, and that of my siblings, because you can't say you have a father and it's as if he's not even there. The only thing we know is that we have a father, but he's not even visible. It's like he's a ghost. He only cares, the only people he cares for is his wife and his children. I don't know how cruel a person can be, but I don't know how cruel humans can be. But at some point, I want to look at it at some point, that is it like she's manipulating him, or is it that there's something she has done to him that's made him totally to forget about us or stuff. I'm not a superstitious person, so I won't even want to like go there. I don't want to believe. I believe once the person is good, is good. So there's recently we got I think, yeah, someone actually reached out to us. One of the family member reached out to us and said that my dad is that I don't know. It just said something happened, that they've taken him to the hospital and he's very, very sick. That we should come. Somewhere we've not been to before. They said he's sick and we should all come. So what we did is, at some point, we should look for a way. We, at least in our own quarter, we contributed some amount of money and sent to him, because at this point, I think I don't know, there are so many of his properties. He's not as buoyant as he is before. I don't know what happened. We don't know the whole story about his financial struggles. I don't know if it's the wife. I don't want to start throwing tantrum or something. I don't know if it's the wife, or we don't know what happened. But from what the rumor we are hearing, things are actually not going well financially for him. So we have to contribute some amount of money and send to him to make sure he recover. So day after day, there don't seem to be any more of a changes to his condition. So he's still there, still not just breathing on oxygen, and oxygen, you keep paying. So basically, he has actually sold everything he had on this sickness thing. And our only point of sympathy is the fact that he's our dad. It's not like he has actually played this fatherly role to us. It's not like he has actually been supportive, helpful, or even show us any kind of love. The reason we are doing this is the tag, he is your father. Because one of these days, at least, you still have to bear his name, especially like me that is a son. Even the daughter, at some point, you still need to bear the name until you get married. So it's just there. It's just there. Now, I think last 2 years, we just got a message saying he actually passed on. Wow. So I don't know how to explain the feeling because he somehow a father you've not seen, a father that has not been there for you, a father that has not been supportive to you. Now, the only thing we are hearing now that he has passed on. In other words, he's not even longer alive again. So at some point, we are feeling, in as far that we are angry at some point, in the other way, we are also feeling very, very sad. Man, this man is gone. He's gone. We can't see him again. So even if he's alive, okay, we can just pray and hope that one of these days maybe God will touch him and will just come back to us and say, "Oh, we are sorry. I'm sorry for everything I've done. I'm sorry. Let's start all over again and stuff." Yes, I think if he's alive, that hope can come to play. But right now, this man is gone. We don't have a father anymore. Okay, so sorry, let me just I think I omitted my educational background because of the whole situation. So I was able to I got so I was able to my mom was able to struggle and raise me through. I passed my SSC, so I got an admission to the university. I was studying philosophy. So 100 level, 200 level, but come like 300 level at some point I had to drop out because I was unable to cope anymore with the constant pay of school fees, handout and stuff like that. My mom, she already tried. The woman she has given in all her best. She has done everything she actually can do. The reason I can't further, I won't even blame it on my mom, is it just the way the situation of life has placed us. So she has done everything. She can do. She can't do more than her strength. She sold akara. At some point, she was selling kerosene, and at another point, she will have to like take goods on credit and sell. At some point, she can't even feed very well. See, as she's skinny. Someone that's very chubby. Now she's skinny because of the struggle and stress and everything that man put us through. The most part is I'm feeling sad for me and my sibling, but the main point of my sadness is even my mom. Sometimes I look at her and I shed tears. She actually didn't. She don't deserve this. She didn't plan for this. This is not what she bargained for, but this is what life threw at her. So it's I don't know. It's actually a very sorrowful story. So after that, I was talking about my dad, like the rumor we got that he passed on. So after the emotional trauma and every other thing, at some point we come to the reality that he's gone, he's not coming back, and there's nothing any of us can do about it. Okay, so we're told to come for the burial, and it's not a place we've been to before. We don't know the place, but luckily for us, we still have some my mother siblings, my mother family that also know him very well. So we're able to like gather information, we're able to like tax ourselves, work extra, work like do something to gather money because whether you like it or not, is our father. Is the one we are bearing his name. We can't just run away from that reality. So we have to like travel from where we are to the place. Luckily for us, when we got there, we make some inquiries and we got to the compound. Funny enough, the second wife, she was the one that actually received us. Then we introduced herself and every other thing because she has actually heard about us before, just that she don't want to accept that the husband have a son and some other sibling somewhere. But probably she has heard this passively. So she accept us. She received us at that particular situation because it's my dad burial. Everybody have to play cool. So she received us and we were there for like 2 days after the burial and every other thing. We even like she was even the one that told us that I don't know if she's trying to like say all this out of her good will or she just wants to make peace because he's dead, or I don't know his intention, but she was the one that actually told us like some of the will, the one that concerns us, that he left some amount of money for us. That's what he said. But giving her giving it to us is what she didn't mention. So she only tell us that they left like some amount of money, but she didn't hint on whether she will release it to us or not. So, and we requested that. So after the burial, we came back home and we spoke to, like, I think we used to have like a lawyer that's our neighbor. So we spoke to him and we're like, see, this is what's happening. Oh. So what do we do? How do we get our own share of this money? And what do we do? So actually the legal counsel actually gave us some advice on what to do. That since she's not willing to, like, to release the money to us willingly, that probably we should talk to some elders, like some elders in the family. Then we should go back there again with those elders and maybe have a talk with her again. Probably there will be a difference. So we also went back again. We also struggled money again. So we had to go back there again. This time, not just us, with some elders of the family, of my mom's side, sorry. Some elders, like from my mom's side. So we went there, and so those elders, so they had a talk with her. She's still not going to change her mind. She's still adamant about her decision. That she has, that was all she had. She has all my father had, that they've used everything for the burial, that there's nothing left, that there's nothing left, that all the lands that she has sold them, that everything, that she has used everything for the burial, that there's nothing left to give to us. So we don't know what to do, and I believe she's lying. I believe she's lying, because you can't sell close to five land just to do a burial. We're there, we saw how the burial went. So that's bluntly a lie. That's bluntly a lie. So we have to come back. We have to come back with those elders. They actually try everything they could. They said everything they could to change her mind, but she's not willing to. She just don't want to give it to us. That's just the whole thing. She don't want to give it to us. So we came back to where we are. So I revert back to the legal counsel and what we need to do. So he was suggesting probably we go to court, and I was looking at it that, so he was suggesting we go to court, and I took the advice and I went back to those elders and tabled those advice before them. That is this even right for us to go to court on family issue? Something we can actually settle within the family. Is this even right for us to go to court because of this? So the elders actually suggested that it's not even a good idea, that we shouldn't go to court and everything. So this is where we are. This is the situation on ground. I don't know who to talk to, and I don't want to go to court, because I know probably if I go to court, probably there might be hope. But I just don't want to go to court because it just doesn't sound right. It's a family thing. It's something we can actually talk about and resolve ourselves. So this is why I came. Please, Ejo, help me. I need your advice, because I really don't know what to do. And like I keep saying it, I don't want to go to court. I don't know what to do. That's why I come. Please, I appreciate your advice. Please. So please, I will really need your help. Because for me to I'm the only son, for God's sake. We are in Africa. This is Nigeria. I'm the only son. It's not even like I'll be so greedy that when they give me this property, I won't share with my sibling. That's not even the point. The point is I'm entitled to this property, because it was even like written in my name. So please, I'm entitled to this. Please, I want you to advise me on this. Please, I will appreciate your advice. Thank you very much for giving me the privilege to be able to air out my problems. And I'll be very happy if I can hear from you guys. Thank you very much.